what's up? As you know, you are tuned into Truth Carver with your best friend duo, East Coast, West Coast, coming at you now.
Yes.
Live in your ear while you're driving around town. Hey,
or the bath,
or the bath,
or at work,
walking down the street,
in the car,
sipping on some water,
ooh, smoking trees,
or sipping on some wine.
Hey.
It is I, Simone Loud, and as always, I am joined by my best friend,
Queen Yaskis.
Okay, now she's Queen Yaskis today.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It might change every episode. We don't know. But
so if you were listening to the first season, my name was Shakita Banana.
Glad she got rid of that.
Then I was probably Yaya.
I don't know who she was.
But today, I'm Queen Yaskis. Did I just say that?
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, it's Yaya, y'all.
Welcome. We're excited to have you here on another wonderful episode. As y'all can see, if you are watching, your girl has switched it up for the summer.
Yes,
okay?
Pinky.
On the
yes.
right side.
And I'm the
give
brain.
you the front. I give you the left side. Now I'm giving you the front again. Say hello to my pigs.
Yeah. Summer vibe, summertime, summer color.
Yes. I was actually very nervous for this color, but I was like,
why were you nervous?
Because I was nervous because I was like, I see how it looked on the picture of how I want my hair to look. I don't know how it's gonna look on you, but I also feel like I'm very versatile when it comes to hair. Like I should be a hair model. Not gonna lie. I should be modeling hairstyles and wigs and cuts and colors and all that stuff. I've been told like I have a versatile face for hair or something like that. I can't remember how it was worded, but I'm able to rock like different looks. So I have to look for that. So I'm like, okay. I was a little nervous, but once it was done, I was like, really? But anyway, yes, super excited that it's summer, it's hot, we're melting.
Okay.
But yes, officially, I have been in New York for 1 year. Last episode, I was telling y'all that by the time y'all saw that episode, it would have been 1 year. And now I am officially, like, from this past weekend, settling into my full 1 year here in the NYC.
Yes,
okay?
clink.
Yes. Clink. Oh, wait, no, you can't clink for fake.
Oh, clink.
You gotta clink for real. Because we celebrating. But I'm excited. I'm happy. I feel like my first year here in New York was literally me like planting myself, watering my roots, just getting myself settled in, getting to know myself here in a new space, getting to know the city, getting to know new people, getting to know my new environment of where I'm living, getting to know the area. So now that I've done like my first year, that didn't kick me off. They kicked me in the ass. I didn't, I feel like now my second year is really going to be a testament of, well, what can you really do? What can you show? What has New York done for you? So I'm really
the second lap.
Right, it's the second lap. The first lap is like, okay, I made it through that. Now it's like, all right, we got a second leg now. What's about to happen? What's she about to do with it? So I'm excited to see how much I'm able to do and grow over the next year, or so to speak, my second leg. What am I gonna do on my second leg here in NYC? We shall see.
Stay tuned.
But how are you, boo-boo?
I'm doing good. It's mad hot.
It is.
I'm sweating,
dripping.
I need somebody to tell me what kind of deodorant I should be using because I got into this natural deodorant thing. This is my 3rd year, I think, and I still can't figure out. All right, it works in the winter and the fall.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on if I got a thick sweater on, then it don't work. But it works in the winter and the fall, and then when summer comes around, as soon as I wipe it on, it be like, what, madam? It just comes.
I don't laugh.
Yeah, don't laugh at all. It just comes right off. And so I try to go back to Secret, because that's the other deodorant that I use that's not natural. And that stays on for a while too, but it's like, yo, what's this? Like my underarm pits is like, what's this? It's not used to anything. So other than that, other than me trying to figure out this deodorant situation, I'm happy that it's summertime. Getting to experience things and do things with people that I love and care about. We have some things coming up that we're gonna be doing together. things coming up with other loved ones that I'm going to be doing. And I'm just excited because I haven't had a trip or a day off of work, like a real day off, like not sick, nothing. Like I'm enjoying myself, doing stuff, whether here in the city or somewhere in a different country or state, nothing. And since before COVID. So I finally, well, Atlanta, but Atlanta's a home to us. So
Right.
I don't count that as like
vacation.
a vacation. I count that as I'm going to go see my cousin or I'm going to go see my
Right.
friend. And I guess that shows maybe how spoiled I am. I don't know, because some people might say it's still a trip, it's still a vacation, but it's minor. Like it's like I'm at my other house right now.
Right. I'm at my second home.
Yeah, like vacation for me is like I'm excited to try something new, eat new food. Like what do the natives do around here like that? Kind of like see new sights. I saw all of Atlanta.
Right.
So, but other than that, yeah, I'm excited to see what's to come for me and it's to get my tan. It's not even right now, my toes still white. My midsection area is still white. I'm gonna pull out a bathing suit.
Ooh,
know what I'm saying? We're gonna be at the pool next week.
Ooh, we might be on somebody's beach.
Hold up, getting this tan.
Yes,
Yes, because this winter I cannot be as pale as I was last winter. Oh my God. But anyway, yeah, I'm feeling good and I'm excited.
Yes, as am I. Like, I don't know if it has to do with like usually, when you start something new, it's almost like it feels like a rebirth, a new beginning. Like whether it has to do like with the new year when your birthday comes. So like for me, like having like starting my second year in New York is like encompassing all of that. So it's just like, all right, I'm excited. What's about to happen?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of things can happen in such a short amount of time. And if I keep pressing forward and doing what I need to do to get to where I need to be, whoever needs to hear that, I can repeat it again for those in the bag. As long as I keep doing what I need to do to get to where I need to be, like nothing's going to stop me from continuing climbing the ladder of me just trying to be the best person I could possibly be. So we shall see what happens, ladies and gentlemen.
Boys and girls.
Absolutely, whoever is listening.
Yes.
So yes, well, that was great. And right now I'm about to take y'all into the rundown. Okay, we just checked in again. For those of y'all that don't know and are just now tuning in to True Couple for the first time, the rundown is me letting you know everything that you can expect in this here episode.
Yes.
So coming up in our icebreaker, we are going to be letting loose and talking about our favorite music videos and music when we were children, when we was creating choreography or copying choreography. Like what got us going back then? What was it that had us dancing around the house and telling them, turn that down? Oh God, then up in Sweet 223, I'll be reciting a sweet little piece from my childhood, just to tie back into the icebreaker about things that, prompted our childhood with dancing and music. And then coming on over into the cab segment, we have a very special guest. We have Miss Sheera. She is a dancer. We're going to talk about her dancing life, music videos, dancing on stage, from when she started dancing as a child, dancing in the womb, to dancing as an adult, those things about dancing from her perspective. And then we're going to head on over into dorm stories where Yaya and I will be discussing a real dorm story, okay, about us auditioning to be on the step team freshman year of college. And then after that, we're heading on over to the community news, where in that segment, you will find out everything that you need to know that's coming up with Love Loud, announcements, things that you might want to know, a sale, okay? Community news, where you can find out everything you need to know. You got to tune in all the way to the end to get with the flow, okay? You already know. And with that, y'all, we're going to end this right here and head over to the icebreaker.
Let's go.
Sound machine coming soon.
Hey y'all. I hate when I do it. Hey y'all. Like
every time.
Hey y'all. Anyway.
Hey y'all. Hey y'all.
Right. Hey y'all.
Do a whole compilation of that going, hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey y'all.
And then the boob episode. Hey y'all. Oh my God. Anyway, Welcome to our icebreaker segment where Molly and I sometimes play games, we sometimes answer questions, just break the ice between one another, because that's how we kind of met each other or whatever. So anyway, long story short, our icebreaker today is asking a question. Basically, back in the day, high school, middle school, wherever you can date it back, what was that song, that music video, that artist that had you running, making sure you get home by the time 106 in Park comes on, or MTV, whatever you was watching, to make sure that you learn that new dance when that video play on the top 10?
Oh, it's too many, right? For me to pick one. Like I would probably run to the TV for almost anything. But the first few ones that pops to my head is Sheera. Oh,
yes.
Right here, you ride slow.
Yes.
You should know.
Don't get us cut off.
And then, Chris Brown, let me see if you can run it. Learning that. I promise you, if somebody play that in the club or at a party,
Yep.
Still hit the dance moves.
We did that before when we were at a party. Yes.
That song, and then like another, like any Missy Elliott song that I'm really, really hot. Every time the records drop, radio said I won't stop.
Cause I'm killing.
Yo, any Missy Elliott song that came, I love all her videos, I love all her music. So every time she dropped something, I was always like, I was the friend that was making up dances to the songs. Like, all right, y'all gonna do this. When this part come on, we're gonna hit it like this. And if we gonna all separate like this, we're gonna bring it back like this.
Oh my God. You still remember the dances that you made up?
One dance I kind of remember, it was from Destiny's Child, Lose My Breath. I kind of remember the choreography for that. Baby boy, lose my breath. I kind of remember that. And then also like one of the first jobs I had when I was 16, I was actually teaching hip hop choreography. Okay. So like one of the other dances I did was it was a Bow Wow song. Dang, I cannot remember the name of the song right now. It'll probably come to me later at some point in the episode, but it was a Bow Wow song that I was teaching choreography to. So yeah, it might have been Bounce With Me, who knows? But I did choreography to a Bow Wow song. So yeah, that was a lot of fun for me. My sisters will tell you, they probably still tired of me and don't ever want me to teach them to dance ever again. I had them in the living room like, all right, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, no, please, no, that's not it. You gotta crisscross jump sauce. That was me.
Oh my God.
What about you?
I'm thinking of, it's hard, like you said, it's hard to pick one. I'm thinking of 2 guys and 2 gals. So I'm thinking Nelly and Usher. Shake Your Tail Feather for Nelly.
Ooh,
I used to love Murphy Lee. Don't ask why.
I did too.
I always looked at crushes that I had, like, but why? But anyway.
Swag.
Yeah, I used to love Murphy Lee. So that Shake Your Tail Feather, I was in front of my TV on time.
Come here, girl. What your name is?
Turn around, we can hang it. And then Usher's me and Raven, that part. But you know when they turn the camera, you can't see, so we make up our own part to go to the or like.
Like I was gonna feel that part in.
Right, and then like get to the position and do that. Like, hey, is it moving? Is it moving?
Let me know.
And then for Sierra, of course it was the 1-2 step. Then after that, it was anything that she did. Ride it. If that song come on, I think it's Ride It or like a boy. I recorded myself on Instagram one day.
Oh, how could I forget? I remember that Sierra. Like, how can you forget? Dun 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 dun. Yes. I bet you want everybody was with the Matrix and the little.
Yep. And I could never do the Matrix. My cousins could do it, and I hated it. Like I could never do the Matrix. So I was always a fun person to do like something else while they all actually went back. I could not do it for nothing.
Oh my God.
And my last one is Beyonce. Crazy in Love, I think it was when she was crawling on the floor.
Oh yeah.
And I got some rug burns from that.
You know, everybody was doing the
Oh yeah. Yep. But you know, it starts crawling on the floor and stuff, and then you go to that alleyway part.
Yeah.
Yep, those are the dances that I would do for music videos. And then aside from that, aside from music videos, I have to let y'all know that I will practice the Jersey Club. All the Jersey Club dances that would come out when I was younger, because now it's a little bit harder, or I don't know, they say twist, and I'm like, I'm twisting, but they want me to turn all the way around, okay. But you know, like when I was younger, I knew all the little club dances and everything, and they'd be like, oh, play it back, turn it back. Okay. All right,
let me learn that.
Right. Like, we want that. All right, let's go.
Yo, that reminds me when I was growing up and like all the new dance moves that came out, like I had to know how to do it. So I had to practice. Like, can you show me one more time? Like my parents will tell you, like I'll be like, girl, sit down. Like I don't have it yet though. Like I'm trying to figure out the dance moves.
People downstairs like, sure.
Ooh, what I do know, a good 106 Park memory that I have. Well, literally all of us ran home to watch the video. I think it was the new joint of the day. It was Tell Me When to Go. And I'm from the Bay. And it's not often on 106 Park that we didn't have a lot of videos of people on the Bay on 106 Park. So it's like, because we know our music. We're like, oh, we're about to be on 106 Park?
Yeah.
What? Running home after school that day, and everybody coming back to school the next day talking about, did you see it? Did you see it? We was on put some part in the drum the day. And I think the next week, I think we came in at number 10 or something. That was a great memory. Tell me when to go. Like I said, culture.
Oh my God. But yeah, memories like that is just so much fun. Like it's not, I don't know if they still have TV shows with music videos.
I don't even know. Maybe they revamped them. Who knows? Right.
Yeah.
YouTube can show all the videos now.
Yeah, I've seen them watch. But yeah.
That was a great part of the culture growing up.
It was.
The top 10. Like, dang, my song, like, you voting like I want to
yes. Times were different.
Man.
But that's so much fun. Well, that was a great icebreaker.
That was a great icebreaker. The ice has officially been broken.
And on to our next segment. Sweet 223. Just go.
Hey y'all, welcome to another segment of Sweet 223, our poetic segment where you get vibes of poetic essence that put you in the mood, put you in a groove, make you think, make you wonder. Anyway, I'll be reciting a piece that I wrote from my teenage years. I don't have a title for it. It's actually entitled Poem 2.
Okay.
It's from a collection of poems that I've mentioned before called, A Teenage Heart? And it's literally just a collection of poems that I wrote while I was in high school. I don't have dates for them. I don't have titles for them. It was a notebook that
It's like a chicken noodle soup book.
Right. So it's literally just a collection of poems from when I was in high school. I believe this was from my junior year. Most of them from my junior and senior year. That's when I started writing a lot more because I was in theater. But you know, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. Poem number 2. I open my hands, take it out of my grip and drop it. That's how I let go. I free my mind, ignore the rest of the world and scream. That's how I let go. I take my pen, scribble my thoughts, and write for hours. That is how I let go. I turn up my music, move how my emotions allow me to, and continue until I'm sore. That's how I let go. I cry until my eyes dry out. I let them turn red. That's how I let go. But can I really let go? If letting go is unreal? This may be a dream. Should I let go or hold on? Does it really make a difference? I don't know. But I will still let go. Would you?
I would. But I'm letting go, okay? I'm screaming at the mountaintop. Oh, Let go. Yes.
And that is that, y'all. Poem number 2 from a Teenage Heart.
Let go.
Let go. Maybe that's what I'm gonna call it. Let go.
Yeah. Okay, so a lot of the things that you said in that poem are ways that I let go too. It depends on like what I'm going through. Like, okay, I'm stressed, maybe I wanna, or I just got my heart broken, or just different things. I wanna listen to certain songs that I know I wanna connect with, so I can like connect with it, and then even in that connection, it feels like I'm letting go I'm letting go of that pain that I feel. I'm upset, I'm stressed out, I'm upset with life. I just want to go for a hike so I can scream at the top of my lungs at the top of a mountaintop, or I want to go exert some energy off of a treadmill right now. I need to write this down, get it out of my brain, or burn that piece of paper to just let that release into the air. Just so many ways, coping mechanisms that can be used to just let off whatever it is, whether it's steam, frustration, anger, happiness, joy, love. It's so many things that we can let go of, whether it's like you're holding back from it, and I just let it go and allow myself to feel these feels. I don't have to protect myself anymore in these certain ways, or just let the universe have its way. That's what was in my mind while you were sharing.
Yeah. Every time I read one of these old poems, I always wonder, like, dang girl, what was you going through at the time? Or like, what inspired you to write that? Like, I literally just don't know, but I can still relate to it today. So I'm like, shout out to you, Teenage Mo. You was doing your thing, girl, and now you speaking to me as an adult. Like, it's real.
It takes on a different meaning.
Right. It's like, it's so many different, like how you said, so many different ways that you can release and let go, in regards to like just having healthy ways of coping, you know? I definitely still dance around in my room like no one is watching. I still scribble down my thoughts. Nowadays, I've added gratitude jar to my regimen of things that helps me to release, like a reminder of, you know, why I'm here, why I'm doing what I do.
I am here. I do that every time.
Adding, you know, doing meditation, adding that into my life. So nowadays, sometimes I let go by putting myself into another world or another realm, by watching TV shows that I love, getting into those stories, or literally reading a book. You know where I was going with it, baby. Okay. Baby. But yes, like just finding just healthy ways to release, unwind, and doing what's best for you in order for you to keep moving forward as a person. You know, it's just, yeah, shout out to Teenage Mo for letting us know how to let go. Even with crying. I saw a post the other day that was reminding people of like how crying is healthy, because there are often times where sometimes I just feel like crying. I don't even know why. And I'd be like, I'm a G, I ain't gotta let these tears out. But after I literally like cry, and usually after I've held in tears for a while, like they just flow. Like, dang, I should let this out a long time ago. But it's such a good like release of just letting go whatever that is that was like within you, and letting it out through tears. Oh my God, it feels so good to let it out.
It's like when it's a hot ass summer, the sun is beaming down on the concrete, people like cracking eggs and making sunny side up eggs on the concrete. It's so hot. And it's like, oh my God, it's about to rain tomorrow. I don't want it to rain. But it cools everything down. Like, you were so aggravated, so annoyed, so flustered, like you're like boiling. Then when you cry, it's like, I feel refreshed. Yeah, I feel refreshed. The concrete was too hot, but it's cooled down now. Sometimes you need that rain. I was practicing. But yeah, it's good. All those things are beneficial ways. So find your way.
How do y'all let go? That's what I want to know. And if you didn't already know, you can comment down below, because we on YouTube, and you can comment on Spotify. Yeah. Hey, how do you let go to release stress and tenseness in your body? Yes.
Thank you. What?
What?
You're the guest.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you, Monie, for sharing your poem with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. I enjoyed sharing it. I hope that resonated with the people.
Yes, I hope so too. Let us know down below if you should have Monie back again for another.
Yes, please. I would love to come back.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you.
And now we're heading over to where, ma'am?
Hot topics.
Ooh, you you was practicing at home.
I wasn't, but that was good. I think it was the vibes.
Let go.
Let's go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our podcast CAF segment with Love Loud. But we have a special guest here with us. We're so excited to talk about dance life and all the things that goes with it with my sis, Sheera. Okay. now I feel like I want her to tell us who she is. Like, it's just so many things that's going on in my head about all the things that you do. Like, I remember when you had like the regular amount of followers on Instagram, and now you just like do everything with YouTube. It's just like, okay, I know it's not an overnight thing, you know, but it's just like, wow, like you've talked these things into existence, and I'm so proud of you. So just seeing you do all the things that you do, which we'll get into with the people that's watching, we had to have you on as a guest for our show. So thank you for agreeing to podcast with us, and let the people know, like, how would you introduce yourself if given the mic? You have the mic now, sweetheart.
Thank you. First, I would like to thank you guys for inviting me to your podcast. You guys are amazing. You're doing great things, and I'm honored that you guys thought of me. And I would like to introduce myself as first a child of God, but I'm also a professional dancer for celebrities, an influencer, and a business owner and content creator.
Yes, business owner, content creator.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that you started with the child of God. That's the person that blesses you with all the gifts you have, and you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for, you know, God. Yeah, shout out to that and remembering who you are in that. So at what age did you figure out that dance was life?
Okay, so I've literally been dancing since a toddler, but I have a little short story. So when my mom was pregnant, she was told that she was having twins. Yeah, you may not know this story. I know you probably don't, but yeah, she was told that she was having twins. So originally I was supposed to have a twin brother, but somewhere along the line, unfortunately, he passed, and it was just me. So when she went to go have an ultrasound, they were telling her that your baby is so happy, like your baby will not stop moving. And she was like, oh wow. And it was like, we cannot even get a clear picture because she's bouncing around. So ever since then, my mama knew. She was just like, okay, like, this is a happy child, but she didn't really know like where it was going. So ever since then, I came out, music, I hear it, I'm jumping.
Oh, so
cute. I just knew since then that I love to dance. I didn't know that I'd be reaching a certain pinnacle with it, but I just knew that I love to dance.
Yeah, that's awesome. So that answers the question, because, you know, when we think about children dancers or modelers, actors, sometimes we wonder, like, did the parent force the kid to do this, or was this a true passion that the parents saw? Like, my kid is always looking at music videos and trying to mimic it. Let me put her into dance. So that was a perfect way to answer the next question that we had, you know, wondering how did you get into this? Did you actually have dance class? I mean, I feel like I'm asking questions that I know, but like, what was your journey to get to the expertise that you're at right now?
Okay, so definitely, I wasn't forced into it. Both of my parents, they helped out a lot. They were actually the first people to see my potential and say, okay, we need to pour into this. We need to put her in classes. So I actually started out with taking like dance classes. Well, really, I started out doing talent shows. So I really taught myself how to do everything. And then along the way, my parents was like, okay, let's put you in this class. Let's go to this agency. And I just kind of kept going, just kept doing it, and it became something bigger. I believe in about 2008 or between 2007 and 2008, I did the Apollo Theater. So I learned a lot from that and what I need, com cards and all that type of stuff. So yeah.
Being a professional dancer.
Right.
Right.
So I know that you've been in, before when we were talking, you said that you were influenced by different people around you. Who would you say was your greatest influence? Like what, aside from you, since you were a fetus, right? Fetus?
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
having a womb. Right.
Aside from, that being like, just something that's within you, was there a superstar or somebody in your family that made you say, okay, yeah, I want to go like beyond toddler years? This is like, dance is actually something that I really want to do. Or, somebody that you saw who was basically like your role model.
Really, to be honest, okay, I started out admiring Beyonce.
Yeah.
So I thought that Beyonce was the one all be all, which she still is. But, new people come in and there's new talent and everything. But Beyonce was my first inspiration. I thought I was Beyonce. Even if you go on my old YouTube channel, I have embarrassing videos of me pretending to be her and mimicking her dance moves. But somewhere along the line, I became very inspired by just beautiful Black women in music videos. And I was like, wow, I can do that. And they're doing all this hard choreo and just moving so much energy. I'm like, wow, that's real Black girl magic. I want to do that. I was introduced to the opportunity by people that I met through school and dance classes and the band. And I didn't know that I could really achieve it. And sooner or later, I did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
Yeah, right.
Look at me now.
Yes.
Getting paper and
Okay.
dancing. Okay, so the next question that I wanted to know is background story. The Sheera, you have been on Netflix with your dance team from school. You've been in Just Around music video. You just performed at the Hot 97. What's it called? Summer Jam. Summer Jam.
Summer Jam.
You're doing so many things, and then you've been in other videos as well. What would you say like your greatest moment was, or like, wow, like this is me, I'm really doing this kind of situation?
Most recently to date, my most recent feeling of being like, wow, is Summer Jam, because I was surrounded by so many celebrities at once. Like even when I did the Busta Rhymes gig that I had the opportunity to be in his dance video. It wasn't too much of an up close and personal experience. It was more so like, okay, the dances are in this section of the video. You did your part and go eat, do this. But Summer Jam was like, you could walk up to a celebrity, you could shake their hand, you're backstage with them, they're walking past you, they're going next before you going after them. So that was like a wow, like I'm really surrounded by greatness. That means I'm somewhere near where I need to be.
Yeah.
That was that wow moment for me.
Dang. The thing you're saying, it seems like it's like untouchable. Like, being able to be in that experience. And I feel like there's probably somebody who's around our age or maybe younger that's watching right now. What would you say to them regarding getting to, even not where you are right now, but starting? Because some people may not have money, which they might think, I need money to get an agent, or I need to have this perfected before I even go there. So what kind of advice would you give to anybody?
That is a very good question. Yes, even excuse me, even you asking that question, there's so many things running through my mind, because I'm like, wow, I wish I knew what I knew now when I was little. Yeah. But I would definitely first tell anyone who's trying to achieve anything or follow their dreams, I would tell them that you set your own value. So just because someone gives you a no or something doesn't work out doesn't mean that it devalues you. You set your own value. So whatever you want to do or whatever you think that you are in your head is what's going to be your value. So you put forth to the table who you are and you just give it your all. Don't compare yourself to anyone. Comparison is the thief of all joy. Okay. Everyone has their own special spark that they bring to the table. So I would definitely tell that person, stick to what you're doing, be on the swivel, keep your head focused, and just bring what you have to the table. Never stop. Period.
Because I can only imagine how hard it could be to like constantly thinking like, okay, this is what I want to do, but I'm nervous because of XYZ, or
Right.
I don't think I'm good enough because of XYZ, or I didn't get the
Right.
goals. That means, damn, am I really supposed to do this? What
Right.
keeps you pressing forward in moments where you have felt like giving up?
You said what was the moment where I had to press forward?
It could be a moment, or what keeps you pressing forward in general when you do.
Okay.
Or if somebody tells you no, what's that consistency, that battery in your back that's saying, I can't quit.
Well, one thing that I always remember is that what God has for me is for me.
Come on.
So whatever does not work out is for my good. So I just remember, hey, you don't know what that situation or what that no was protecting you from, or what's better to come. So I always don't take it as a defeating moment. I just say, all right, we about to push harder. It did not work out for a reason, and the future is bright.
Yeah.
I just keep believing in myself. The future is bright. Keep going. Like Tyra Banks got so many no's. She always tells her story like, this person knocked me down. This person said I couldn't model. I didn't make this interview. They didn't want me in a photo shoot. And look at her now. People always mention her, even Naomi Campbell. So I just keep going.
Come on, drop them gems, honey. Okay, yeah. Always be meant for you. You better let them know. No,
For real. So we like to ask people like you with talents, what would be your mama I made it situation or gig that you would have? Whether it's working with an artist or it's something that you have on your own, what would like you crying on the phone, like snot coming out your nose, talking to your mom, like, I made it, I did it, mom. Like, I could quit now. Like, this is your goal.
Yes, definitely. I would say my mama, I made it opportunity. Okay, so y'all, you know how we all have our own little celebrity crushes or people that we just love. When we see them, we hear their music.
Yeah.
For me, it's out of 3 people. I most recently fell in love with NLE Choppa. When I see him at Summer Jams, I was like, oh, I gotta be one of his backup dancers one day. So we'll be dancing for either NLE Choppa, Little Baby, or the Baby. Despite only business-wise, despite what they had going on in the media and their own personal views, but business-wise, I would love to work with any of those 3. If I was to touch the stage with any of those 3, I would be like, Ma, let's book a trip.
Just don't faint when you get that opportunity. It's gonna come. You just speak it, and then every time somebody plays this episode over and over, you're speaking it over and over and over again.
Doing the damn thing. I did say right, and look what happens. Yeah, it's gonna happen for you. It's gonna happen. Matter of fact, you like all 3. Just say all 3.
Yep.
All 3.
All the babies.
All the babies.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I'm proud of you. Like I said, all the growth that you've done, whether it be dance, whether it be the content creation, your business, you're doing an amazing job. And I just like, well, dang, like the Sheera stay booked and busy, but that's a great thing. And it's, like we've had conversation before where you talk about things and where you want your content to go, and then now you're like getting deals with certain companies, and I continue to see you blossom. I'm just amazed, and I love, everything that you're doing. So just keep pushing forward.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you, ladies. I appreciate it.
I do also want to ask too, because you said you're also a content creator. So when it comes to like creating the ideas that you want to display to the world, like what's your thought process in regards to, I'm gonna do this, or I want to do this, I gotta showcase this. Like, how do you decide the content that you want to showcase?
Okay, so there's 2 ways that I do that. One of them is the spur of the moment way. So I literally have an idea out of nowhere. I'm walking down the street, I think of something, or I see something. That's my spur of the moment idea. And then number 2, my parents. My mom, she's the most, she doesn't seem like it, but she comes up with the most banging ideas. And she's like, you need to do this. I'm like, all right. Or my dad, he just, yes. my dad, he just most recently started like getting in tune with my content creating because he's so used to me just dancing. So when I tell him about YouTube or Instagram reels, he like, oh, what's that? Or what's going on with that? He doesn't really understand. But now that I do like vlogs and things with him, I have him on the camera more often. So now he's like, okay, when's the next video coming out? So he's more in tune with it. But yeah, those are the only two ways. There's actually another way. I also try to keep up with the trends because I know once you jump on like things that are trending at the moment, it could really push you. Because sometimes social media like to block your stuff.
Yeah,
it's like you gotta hop on the trending stuff while it's trending.
right.
And just yeah.
Yes. Well, keep doing the damn thing, girl. I always see when Yaya repost your stuff, she's like so excited for you. And I'm like, oh, she's gonna get it.
Yes.
I see you. Like, good. She does have some really great content, y'all. Y'all should definitely follow.
Thank you.
Sheera, okay.
Okay.
Please, before you go, you have to let the people know where they can find you, all the dancing, all the beautiful content that you create. Let them know where they can find you at.
Yes, you guys can find me on Instagram at ITS_SHEERA. That is at its_Sheera. And I also have a YouTube channel. It is ITS, a space, and then Sheera.
All right, yes. We're gonna also put that below as always in our description so that y'all can have that and make sure y'all go ahead and follow and subscribe.
I was gonna say that.
So y'all, right. So y'all never miss out on what Miss Sheera got going on in her dance world, okay?
Well, thank you so much, Sheera. Before we go, is there anything else that you want to share with the people?
I would like to share that never give up on your dreams and don't compare yourself to anyone. Even if you have doubt in your heart, if you have a feeling that you want to do something, go ahead and do it. Don't wait. I don't care if it's somebody else with the same business, the same idea. Listen, we got so many different people selling the same Fashion Nova pants, the same eggs in different cartons. You better do what you want to do. So don't let anything defeat you. Don't let your mind stir you the wrong way. Follow your heart and just keep doing what you want to do.
Follow your heart.
Yes,
absolutely.
Clink, clink to that.
You want to go ahead. Follow your heart.
Okay, don't forget about me.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Sheera. Everyone, if you're listening, make sure you follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that little bell so you get all the notifications. She posts great content and stay posted. She has great things coming up. So
absolutely.
You heard it here first, okay?
Right, heard it here first on the Truth Carpet.
Yeah.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you. Until next time. Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? In today's dorm story segment, Yaya and I will be discussing a true dorm story.
Oh yeah,
right. Where we auditioned to be on the step team freshman year, going back to the year 2008.
Wow.
I think it was August, because as soon as we got to campus, it was like
no, it was September.
But homecoming was in October. Was it September? I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like as soon as we got to campus, classes started.
No, because we had the freshman week when we were there first, then the upperclassmen came. So maybe the end of September. I mean,
end of August, beginning of September, somewhere around there, 2008. We were auditioning to be on the step team for the Sweets.
Yes. Let's go. So what was the experience like? How did you find out about auditioning for the step team?
It had to have been a flyer and people going around the building talking about audition for the step team, audition for the step team. And I was like, step team? I'm like, okay, I've never been on the step team. I did a little bit in high school. Like we had some steps that we did with our dance routine for performances, but I never legit been on a step team. So I was like, okay, I mean, why not? You know, I'll have my
Why not?
audition. So first day of audition was, I love to tell people. I don't even know if my good friend PC remembers this.
Wait, I wanted you to wait because I wanted to say, because our stories are different.
Right.
So I
This
wanted
is
to
my
say how I
audition.
found out about the auditions.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to tell my whole story.
No,
Oh, never
no.
mind. Okay, I didn't know that's what was happening.
Yeah. So I knew about the step teams because my brother was on the step team and then my cousin was on the step team too. And I feel like I heard about the auditions from hearsay. I don't remember a flyer, but I just remember a lot of people saying, "Oh my God, they're gonna have the auditions for the suite. The step team, you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it." And I was like, "Yeah," but I don't remember if it was a flyer. I'm not sure.
I feel like it had to happen.
It had to have been, but I don't
like on
remember
a
seeing
bulletin
it.
board or something. I
Yeah.
feel like it had to have been.
But I don't read
Plus word of
stuff,
mouth.
so I feel like more for me finding out, it was more word of mouth.
Okay, that's how she knew about it, y'all.
I don't want you to tell your whole story and then I'll start from the beginning. I want it to be like an in and out conversation.
Then what's the next in part? Where are we in?
Okay, day one. How many? It was. What was your experience of trying out? Were you scared?
This is the part that I remember. I mean, I remember like everybody learning the step at different point. Like everybody was like all around in the courtyard and like stepping and everything. She wasn't even there anyway.
That's my part of the story. Tell your part.
You were my roommate, so I have to say she was not there. This is a part of my story too. I went to the audition by myself. So we were all like around in the courtyard of the suites and like in different groups learning to do the step. But aside from having to do the step, if I remember it correctly, I don't know if it was day one or day two, but we also had to show like a talent that we had. Mm-hmm. So those people were showing like flips, so I could do the splits. I used to be a cheerleader. I danced, blah, 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 do a little freestyle dance or something. Like I was saying before, I don't know if PC remember, but we auditioned together for our talents. Like, and like, I don't know how many people was in there.
Yeah, that was day two. They put you in a different group.
But I remember specifically standing next to PC, and she and I, we had to do the step together, and then they asked us like what our talent was. And I believe I danced. I think they played music, and I just danced. I did like a little freestyle or something or whatever. I can't remember what PC did, but I remember she came in there with her blue bandana on. And I forget, she was right there. I'm like, oh, she coming in here real gangster. She about to kill it. What did she do? I don't remember what she did. We both did the step, but I can't remember what her talent was. Oh my God. I don't know, did she use a cheerleader or something? I don't know. I literally cannot remember what she did as her talent. I just remember her coming in with that straight hair and that blue bandana on.
Oh my God.
And I was like, dang, she about to come in, she about to kill us. Like, she looked low. That's not even Priscilla, y'all.
No, it's not at all. That's why it's funny to me.
But I'm pretty sure out of all the things to show with talent, I'm pretty sure I danced. I think that was the thing that I did.
I don't know what I did. Okay. So
she probably didn't even show a talent.
You're a hater. So for me, I knew I wanted to be on the step team, but anytime like it's time for test taking or auditions, I get nervous. Like I lose that confidence, or I don't like to have to be picked, like, you know, or shut down.
Oh yeah.
Denial. So anyway, I was telling everybody I was gonna try out, but then when the audition came, it was one of my brother's old friends still lived in Georgia, and she offered to take me out to dinner. So I was like, dinner or step auditions? Dinner or step auditions? I went to dinner. So I went to dinner and I was like, well, I guess I can't be on the step show. I missed the audition. And then I was walking from class and then Brittany come. She's like, wait, you Eric's cousin, right? You wasn't at the auditions? I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. You know, I went out for them. She's like, no. We gonna come with me. And that's when Jaleisha swapped me away. And she took me to the courtyard. It was me by myself to learn the step. But something had happened. They were running out of time. I got swiped away from campus. I think they took me to Heritage or something. I don't remember where I was at. But I was learning the step from like what they taught y'all. And then I went back to campus. I remember me and you practicing inside the dorm room. And then the next day, which was day two, what Monie just said of show your talent, and then they set you up into like threes. It was always groups of threes doing a step and you went in and out, like they kept switching. You don't know what's going on. They don't make no faces of what's going on.
Just staring at you.
Right. I would think my talent was probably I used that I was on a cheerleading team before, and I always got compliments of how I was able to speak from my diaphragm and like had a good strong voice. So I probably used that, but I don't remember what I did. But I know that I made the step team. I was so nervous, especially we had to do Sweets Traditional.
Yep.
And then did they teach us Goddess too?
I don't think that was for the
No.
audition. That was once you made the team.
Okay.
Or like during the process of like, I think there was a certain amount of people and people started dropping.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't even think that was the actual team. It could have been, but I think it was like, all right, let's weed out who actually gonna remain on the team.
Yeah.
We learned it during that part of the process. And boy, let me tell you, I cried home. Like I called, but I also cried. I cried home. Okay. I was like, I don't want to do this no more. They got us out here in the middle of the night. I got class in the morning. I don't think this is not supposed to be the step team. What is this? Like,
yeah.
But great memory overall though. Like if I would do it all over again, I would still audition for the step team. I would do it again.
So I want to go back, and when they said who actually made it, it wasn't like, I think like only you knew you made it if you knew you made it, because they didn't, like if you didn't make it, then you knew that you didn't make it. They didn't make it like an obvious thing because it was like discreet of who was actually on the step team.
Right.
But to know that I made the step team, it felt so nice. Like, oh dang, I literally had one day to learn it and to execute it and to be in front of these people that I don't know, like auditioning. It was a good feeling. And then to gain like a new net of friends, like, you know, you come to school, freshman orientation, and during the summertime and you get your cliques. That's one part that I do and don't like about having been on the step team, because it kind of made it seem to them that y'all acting funny, y'all don't want to hang with us no more. But then to us, we know like we're on a step team and this is why we can't kick it with them anymore. And then we got a new clan of friends, because trying to go back to them, y'all already got y'all spots, y'all hang out at like things that y'all do. So it's kind of like we're in that way. But I wouldn't change a thing about being on a step team, because now we have that clique, which is like our family, our group, those of us that still kick it with one another and catch up with one another. But just like the overall experience, actually learning the steps with one another, arguing, working out, running, like all that stuff that we did with one another, actually getting on the stage and performing, like the adrenaline rush that you feel, and then having the audience like doing a step with you in the audience, and hearing Kia on a video on YouTube. Messing up me, dropping my leg for the setting the step, you hear the whole audience, oh, oh my God. It's just so many different memories that go inside of auditioning for and being on a step show that's like so memorable. It's like one of the top memories, one of the biggest things for me when I think back of CAU and our experience that we had there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's I don't know for sure, but I think like within that, aside from the fact that we were roommates, we were also teammates. I think that's what helped us to draw like a lot closer, which is in hindsight, like how truth carpet became a thing, because we had the carpet in our room in many a nights, whether before or after practice. Like that's what we were sitting and talking, whether it's about missing home or frustrations of being on the team, or being in a room coming up with a step, practicing, or getting ready for a performance, like
showing each other reason.
Right, like getting ready. Like there's just a lot of memories entailed with being on the step team that I also hold near and dear to my heart, because that's like a very, very large part of my college experience. We won second place. We won second place, and then which made us go to the AUC step show.
We won second place again.
Oh, it was third, wasn't it?
No, we won second.
We won second again?
For our step show, we won second. For the AUC, we won second again, because Ware Hall didn't do it. We thought that it would have been Morehouse, Ware Hall, and then us, but it was Morehouse, then us, then Spelman.
Oh, all these years, I always thought we was second, and then we went down.
Ain't no three on us. That was probably our other step teams, because every year only the freshmen step, or not just freshmen, the new class of the school
Yeah,
steps, because we had an upperclassman that stepped with us, but because she was new,
right.
she got to be on the step team. But I agree with what you just said. I think if one of us was on the step team and one of us wasn't, then our relationship with one another would have been different because of what we just said. Of we had our clique and everything, but it kind of like
Right.
wasn't
I would have
hitting the
always
same.
been out and about practicing and things, and she would have been off hanging out or wherever she was
Going to dinner.
hanging out. Right, going to dinners.
Yeah, that would have been me. But yeah, I say if you're going off to school or anything like that, especially at HBCU, I don't know if PWIs have that, but tap into your step team or your stroll team, different things. So many things that historically Black colleges that they have to offer on campus. You can be an orientation guide, you can be a part of the admissions team. It's just so many things that you can do if step is not your thing. So I would say go for it.
Yeah,
but
get involved. I did not get involved as much as I wish I should have. I did lots of auditions. I did for a lot of dance teams. I didn't make it, but I did make it onto the step team. I definitely auditioned.
Ooh, Sheera was a part of HA2 too.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, girl. Yes. I did not. I don't remember why. I don't know. I don't think I went to one of the last auditions. I don't remember what happened. Something happened, but I made it past like to the next round, and I didn't like continue on. But whatever.
Anyway. I agree. I wish that I would have done more campus activities too. It's the same thing that shut me down. Like I didn't try to be an OG because I thought I would be shut down. I didn't try to do HA2 because I thought like it's just so I have to work on this fear of like rejection before I can get it. So if y'all listen to the CAF segment, I wish I would have heard the Sheera's gems while I was at
right.
Yeah.
What's meant for you will always be meant for you.
Right.
And also everything happens for a reason too. So it's just like certain things you may not have gotten involved in because it wasn't meant for you to get involved into those certain things.
Right.
You know, the people you met while you were in that space and in the college environment and who you connected with was who you were meant to connect with. But who's to say you won't connect with those people from college somewhere else down the line? Because that's happened way before too. Both went to Clark Atlanta, but didn't meet until way after we both graduated.
A lot of people
and now
like
we both
that.
super close. So it's just like,
Yeah.
you know, you still have that CAU bond. Like, oh, you went to CAU? Oh, wait, did you graduate? Oh, for real?
But
So
I mean, aside from the bond, like the experiences of like I shut myself down. I didn't try out for these things. So I never tried out to be a cheerleader. I never tried out to be a part of any of the dance teams. Like I never pushed myself to do those things. The only thing was I tried to be Miss Psychology. But aside from that, like even that was something.
Yeah.
It was like I pushed myself to do that. I had people on the side like, come on, just do it. But I wanted to be a miss, like a pageant in the pageant. But I'm like, what talent would I do? Like I just got so scared of it. So it's not about, for me, it wasn't about connecting with people, but just putting myself out there. And I feel like if I would have done that at that age, then it would have brought me to a different Yaya today. But that's something now that I'm wanting to work on, of like feeling confident with reciting my poem. So then I can, it's never too late basically to get out there. And my knees dancing in HA2, that's too late. But as far as like doing other things that I want to do, it's never too late.
Yeah, it's never too late. It is never, the statement, it is never too late. Like if you really have a passion for something, and you really want to try something, do something new, just go for it. Like it's never too late to try.
Right.
It's never too late. You never know what's gonna happen with you trying. You might be better at it than you never thought you would be. Like, oh, I really enjoyed this.
Right.
And at first it was just something that you thought you wanted to do, and now it's a passion. So do it, baby. Oh my gosh. Last thing, you mentioned pageants. Do you remember when I danced in the opening for the first Man of the Year pageant?
No, I don't remember.
How did she not? You came and y'all came to congratulate me and everything. She was there. She was definitely there because I wasn't in the pageant. It was a Man of the Year pageant, so it was for guys, but they had a group of dancers come in, and anyway, I was a dancer that opened for that pageant. If anybody has a video, can you please send it my way? Because I have not.
Look it up on YouTube.
I'm gonna try, but the thing,
I just put Clark Atlanta. Man
of the Year pageant won. What was that, 2010?
I don't know.
Anywho, ooh, my age, Lord Jesus. Okay, so that is the end. The dorm story segment. We hope you enjoyed.
Oh my God.
It's time for announcements. It's time for announcements. It's time for announcements. It's Time for announcements. Hey, announcements. Ooh, y'all hit my mic. I hit my mic, but we are all right.
All right, y'all. Welcome to our announcement segment. I don't know why I always you know what? The episode that I finally stopped welcoming people, I'm gonna be so happy.
Ooh,
Cause y'all already here. Like,
right.
I'm welcoming each
every
segment.
segment. I mean, for those that skip ahead, maybe they need a welcome.
Hey,
Stop skipping ahead.
Well, so for our announcement segment, we want to give a special thank you to Sheera. You know, people volunteer their time to come talk to us, and you know, it's just nice. Like I literally tell them it's gonna be a free flowing conversation. You're just gonna feel like you're catching up with us, and it just goes so well. And for her to take her time out of a busy schedule,
Booked and busy schedule.
booked and
Okay.
busy, Netflix, Busta Rhymes, Hot 97 shows, videos,
Content
makeup
creating,
stuff, content
okay.
creating, making hair oils and all that other stuff. She
Right.
booked and busy, but she
Big
stopped
girl.
here to talk to us.
She did. She made the time, and
She
we are
made the
so
time.
appreciative.
So appreciative. So yes, make sure you comment, subscribe, like all her videos. Keep up with keep up with Sheera. Keep up with Sheera, y'all, and she's doing amazing things. If you're still listening to this part, Sheera, I'm so proud of you, and you know, keep doing the damn thing, girl.
Yes, keep doing the damn thing, and I want y'all to keep doing the damn thing for yourselves, because July's question of the month is: how do you use your love language on yourself? Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't already know, love languages include words of affirmation, quality time,
Quality,
acts of service, physical touch, and I'm missing another one. No,
gifts, giving.
Gifts, yes, gifts,
Yeah.
receiving your gifts. Just is it gifts?
Gift.
Yes. I was gonna say gift giving, receiving gifts.
It doesn't
Gifts.
say which part.
Gifts.
It's just
But
something
yes,
about
there we
gifts.
go.
Yeah.
I tagged it in. But yes, please let us know how you use your love language on yourself. And if you don't know what your love language is, you can go to the website for the love languages to take the test to figure out what your love language is, and then come up with some ideas on how to use it on yourself, like physical touch. Go get a massage, baby. Go get a massage.
Yeah, so
okay?
just Google love language test, and then you can just take that and find out what your love languages are. So let us know in the comments down below what your love language is, or how you go about loving on yourself. A lot of times people take those quizzes and you think about their boo thing and how that boo thing is going to love on them. But what about yourself? You gotta, you know, learn to love yourself first.
Exactly.
So comment down below or on our Instagram page to let us know what your response is.
Yes. And make sure that you look out for our responses on our YouTube channel. And if you are not already subscribed, please do so, because every time we post some content, you hit the notification bell. You don't know when it's up, okay? Because you know you can find the podcast there, but as well, you can also find our question of the month answers. Because we answer too. We have responses. We don't just ask y'all and then just wait for your responses. We participate,
Right.
okay? We participate. And if you participate as a member on the website, you will get an additional entry into the contest for our discount code in the Love Loud shop, so you don't want to miss out on this. Ooh, in addition, actually, I don't have anything in addition. I do want to say I love y'all, so make sure you love them yourselves.
And then our last announcement is just, if you know of any events, like we've been saying all the podcasts, all the episodes, if you know of any events that's going on, meaning like open mic events, poetry events in general, just let us know, because we're interested in attending.
Yes.
So whether it's in New York, New Jersey, PA, let us know. Even if it's a virtual thing, that would be good too. So just want to get out there. And other than that, just hope that you're enjoying your summer.
Exactly.
If you're having a barbecue, let us know.
We want to come.
We want to come.
We want to make a plate.
Yes,
Yes.
cousin. And that's it. Thank you for tuning in to this
Yes.
episode of our podcast. It will be in your ears in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Stay blessed.
Stay proud. Ooh, look, you can tell I've been in the gym.
Oh my gosh.
I'll be up in the gym, just working on my business, taking my business. Okay, anyway, see y'all next time.